by hand. And ma'am, I noticed the stationery's engraved and very grand. Petra, how too exciting, just when I need it. Petra, such elegant writing, so chic, you hardly can read it. What do you think? Who can it be? Even the ink, no, here, let me. Your present, just think of it, Petra, is kindly, it's attaché to requested, etc., etc. Madame Leonora. Oh no! A weekend in the country. We're invited. What a horrible plot. A weekend in the country.
I'm excited.
No, you're not.
A weekend in the country, just imagine.
It's completely depraved.
A weekend in the country.
It's insulting.
It's engraved.
It's that woman. It's that Armfeld.
Oh, the actress.
Oh, the ghoul. She may hope to make a Charmfeld, but she's mad if she thinks I would be such a fool as to weekend in the country.
How insulting.
And I've nothing to wear. A weekend in the country. Here, the last place I'm going is there.
Well, dear, are you happy here?
Yes, I think so. But I miss us.
So do I. Darling, how would you feel if we had a home of our very own, with me only acting when I felt like it, and a man who would make a spectacular father?
Oh, I see. The lawyer, Mr. Eggerman.
Dear child, you're uncanny.
Guess what? An invitation.
Guess who begins with an A? Felt, is that a relation to the decrepit Desiree?
Guess when we're asked to go, Sir, see, sir, the date there. Guess where a fancy chateau, sir.
Guess to who's lying in wait, they're setting her traps, fixing her face.
Darling, perhaps a change of pace.
Oh,
a
no!
weekend in the country would be charming, and the air would be fresh.
A weekend with that woman.
In the country.
In the flesh.
I've some business with her mother.
See, it's business.
Oh, no doubt. But the business with her mother would be hardly the business I'd worry about.
Just a weekend in the country.
Smelling jasmine.
Watching little things grow.
A weekend in the country.
Go!
My darling will simply say no.
Oh. Oh, Mother, I know it's none of my business, but that dragoon you wrote me about, with the moustache.
Oh, him. What I ever saw in him astounds me. He's a tin soldier. Arms, legs, brain. Tin.
A weekend.
How very amusing.
A weekend.
But also inept.
A weekend, of course we're refusing.
Au contraire, you must accept.
No!
A weekend in the country.
But it's frightful.
No, you don't understand. A weekend in the country is delightful if it's planned. Wear your hair down and a flower. Don't use makeup, dress in white. She'll grow older by the hour and be hopelessly shattered by Saturday night. Spend a weekend in the country.
We'll accept it.
I'd a feeling you would. A weekend in the country.
Yes. It's only polite that we should.
Good.
Count Malcolm's insanely jealous, isn't he? You don't suppose he'll come galloping up on a black stallion brandishing a sword?
Oh dear, I hadn't thought about that. Oh, but no. Thank heavens. It's his wife's birthday this weekend. Sacred to domesticity. At least we're safe from him.
Well,
I've an intriguing little social item.
what?
Out of the Armfeld family manse.
Well, what?
Merely a weekend, still I thought it might amuse you to know who's invited to go, this time with his pants.
You don't mean
I'll give you 3 guesses.
she wouldn't?
Reduce it to 2.
It can't be.
Nevertheless is.
Eggerman!
Right, score 1 for you.
Aha!
Ha-ha!
Aha!
Uh-huh.
A weekend in the country, we should try it.
How I wish we'd been asked.
A weekend in the country, peace and quiet.
We'll go masked.
A weekend in the country.
Uninvited, they'll consider it odd.
A weekend in the country, I'm delighted.
Oh my God.
And the shooting should be pleasant if the weather's not too rough. Happy birthday, it's your present. You haven't been getting out nearly enough. And a weekend in the country.
It's perverted.
Pack my quiver and bow. A weekend in the country. At exactly 2:30 we go.
We can't.
We shall.
We shan't.
I'm getting the car and we're motoring down.
Yes, I'm certain you are, but I'm staying in town.
Pack my suits,
I
you
will.
will.
We
I
should
will
pack
everything
everything
I
for
own
this
that
wonderful
shoots.
news.
Are you sure it's all right?
We'd be
Thinking
ready
it
to
out.
refuse.
Mirage.
There's
Tony
no
to shout.
champagne and cry out. We're off on our way, what a beautiful day for a weekend in the country. How amusing, how delightfully droll. A weekend in the country as we're losing our control. A weekend in the country, how enchanting on the manicured lawns. A weekend in the country with the panting and the yawns, with the crickets and the pheasants and the orchards and the hay, with the servants and the peasants. We'll be laying our plans while we're playing croquet for a weekend in the country, so inactive that one has to lie down. A weekend in the country
A weekend in the country, the bees in their hives, the shallow worldly figures, the frivolous lives, the devil's companions know not whom they serve. It might be instructive to observe.
However, there is one tiny snag.
A snag?
Lawyer Eggerman's married.
That could be considered a snag.
Don't worry, my darling. I was not raised by your grandmother for nothing.
We gotta take the congregation, it's not enough. We're off on our way, what a beautiful day. Away from the playing croquet, away from the surrounding lawns, away from money stop hanging on lawns. With riotous laughter we quietly suffer the season in town which is risen enough for a weekend in the country. How amusing, how delightfully droll. A weekend in the country as we're losing our control. A weekend in the country, so inactive that one has to lie down. A weekend in the country where when twice as upset as and twice as upset as and twice as upset